One of the things that you have to know about this guy, which I didn't believe, but now I do because I've been looking around his house like a little snoop. You don't watch TV and you don't pay attention to your social media about what's being said about you.
No.
That's why your hair is so full and so rich in color.
No, I know who I am. I don't need to be told by people who don't know me.
So you don't monitor it?
Not at all.
You don't know unless somebody tells you?
I never, in my old job, my executive producer sitting right there, I never got the ratings, ever. I don't want to know the ratings. I wasn't on the email list. I don't do email, actually. And so, no, I don't want to know that. Because
no social media, how am I doing, how's this getting picked up or not? You don't do it.
I don't watch myself on television or on tape or whatever it is, and I don't.
And you don't look at comments?
No. Why would I? Look, I have a big family, my immediate family, which is large, and then a large extended family with whom we're very close. And so I immediately get word if I'm doing something that offends them, which is not very often, but I have, and they'll tell me immediately. And so that's what I care about, and I care about, my religious faith, but why would I care about some commenter? I just don't. And by the way, I think it's really wrong to do that. Why would you give emotional control to a stranger? Like, don't do that.
Because well, look, you've gone on your own now, so it's different. The metrics are different, but for a pawn like me, I am somewhat at the mercy of how people decide to feel about me.
But once you self-liberate, or you liberate yourself from the completely irrelevant opinions of partisans and strangers, and focus only on the people in your world whose God has put right in front of you, then you're like completely free. And then it's like, well.
But our business is all about it. It's totally incestuous.
But you do better in the business.
It's dependent on social media as a proxy of Vox Populi. They believe that's the people speaking.
Right, but not caring is, as a practical matter, much more effective, because then you don't have any voices in your head other than the ones who matter.
Yeah, until your boss picks up the phone or the comms person picks up the phone and says, we got to clean this up. These people are not happy online because you use the word mouth breather, and it turns out that that's a form of a breathing thing that people are upset about, and you have to apologize.
The sleep apnea lobby's mad at you?
Whatever it is. And, you're like, oh, okay. And you look online, and it's only 400 people who said this randomized thing, but it now matters. The media has made it matter. Now the Washington Post calls.
So I would always
people
say to them, like, if you think you can host a TV show, why don't you? Okay? But actually you're working in the PR shop at some like depressing company. Like, you don't know anything. And if you think you're better at my job than I am, why don't you do it? But they can't. And so their whole justification for their sad jobs, at which they're not very good, is to make you feel insecure. And I'm not interested in playing along. I
get it. I get the turning yourself off to criticism, although I think that's harder to do.
Wait, no, not criticism. If my wife looks at me cross-eyed, she'd bring me to my knees.
I'm saying social media criticism.
Yes, irrelevant criticism. Why wouldn't you do that? Because it's actually really dangerous not to. It is. I always think this. It's giving a toddler a handgun. I'm a gun person. I shoot a lot. I'm totally for guns, but not in the hands of people who don't know what they're doing with guns, who are irresponsible, because it's too much power, right? And it will be misused. And the same is true with opinions and letting them in to your head. Keep all of that stuff out and just follow the voice. And the more quiet you are, the clearer the voice is.